What's up, guys? This is our 1968 Charger. Built to go fast. Luxury was not in mind when they were building this car. It's got manual brakes, manual steering. As you can see, the shaft is right there. And then there's the gearbox. It's on skinnies on the front. It's on full QA1 suspension, front and rear. It's got a Fab 9 rear end. It's got nice body work. It's got a 2-speed power glide in it. And you can see the rack is manual. It's got some wide tires in the back. As you can see, it's got a fuel cell with an electric pump. That's probably louder than your exhaust. And then today we are going to be adding full electronic steering. This is the E-Pass electric steering kit. So this is just going to mount up here underneath the column. And you're just basically going to cut this section out right here and then add the pump in and then wire everything to your battery. And it's a pretty cool kit. You have this little knob here to adjust how stiff or loose you want it. That way if you're going down the track you don't have a loose steering wheel and you're pulling left and right. So with that being done, let's get started. First thing you want to do is pull this column out. You got these 2 bolts right here. You want to pull that out right there in the back. The bolts go through the firewall. There's some clamps here and there, and I'll show you guys all that once I get started. So before y'all go taking anything apart or cutting anything, you want to make sure you mock this up right where you want it. And we found right about here tucked up, something like that, just sitting up under the column would probably be best. So once you get where you wanted at, that's when you're ready to go and take everything apart. So we're going to go ahead and get started on pulling everything apart. Okay, just got the column pulled out. As you can see, it's an aftermarket one if you know what the original Mopar ones look like. So you have to do a little bit more modification for this. We're going to cut it about from here to here, and then we got to watch for the wiring harness that runs through it. Then pulled it out of here. It was pretty straightforward, just a few bolts, and then you got this guy that hangs in the way. But yeah, I'll show you guys what it looks like once we cut it up. Okay, so we got the mid part of it cut out. So this is the sleeve that went over here like this. So this is going to go into here. And then we got to pull this shaft out, which there's a little clip in here we have to pull out so this whole thing will slide out. Then this is going to rest inside of this over it like a sleeve to about right here. And then if you measured everything correctly, it should have the same amount on the output shaft. And we are going to have to do a little bit of a modification on this one. So when we pull this output shaft out, we're going to have to cut further back in here, cut over here to where we need it, because this hole over here is too small for over here. So then we got to add that to this side and then weld it up and then put this sleeve over it, and then we'll have the electronic motor in, and then it just goes back in the car from there. Okay, so we got the shaft pulled out of this end. We got it cut up into a few pieces. So this piece right here connects on the inside over here. So this is going to have to go into here, just like through this hole. It's pretty hard with one hand. And then you got to drill these holes just a little bit. So what you want to do is you just want to pull these bolts out, and then with a Sharpie or some kind of pen, put a mark. Don't drill through the hole because you'll mess up the threads. So then once that goes in, you want to attach it to this. Then we have to put this in over here. Do the same thing with drilling the hole. Then we have to attach this guy to it and then put a few tack welds to it. So that way this can connect to the shaft that goes to the box. And then this would go over it through this hole. Just like that. And then it would be, and then at the end of this, it should all be overall the exact same length. And then I'll show you guys what it looks like once we install it. And then I'm just gonna put that later. I'll show you guys what it looks like once we're ready to install it. Okay, so we got everything finished. We got the wiring harness moved up. It's all reconnected. I went ahead and painted the shaft that goes to the box. Had to remake this. We cut it a little bit too short the first time. Got it drilled. Everything is ready to go, and we are changing this with the Forever Sharp from the OEM one. This is what the OEM one looked like. So we're going to go ahead and throw this in the car and show you guys how to do that. Okay guys, got everything installed just to get out on a drive. Drive is amazing. We have the main power wire coming hooking up to the battery right here. Super flush. We are ordering some harness tape for it so that way it just kind of blends in with the rest of the wiring. Doesn't really stick out. And then I'll show you guys what it looks like from the inside. Just give me 1 second. Okay guys, this is what it looks like from the inside. That Forever Sharp cabin seal or whatever it is called looks super sharp underneath. This is where we put the knob for the control, and then we ran the box up under all the way over there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's way back there. Got that hidden. A lot of the wires are tucked up out of the way. I recommend putting this in your car because this makes any old car 10 times better to drive. It's no longer a workout with that steering box, and it's set. I'll probably take you guys on a drive maybe tomorrow and show you guys how it performs. Guys, definitely make sure to subscribe if you want to see more content on the 68, the Bentayga right here, my brother's M340, or my RT, because trust me, this next video you are not going to want to miss.